Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Saugus Center for big-time basketball all day here at Saugus Center, but back-to-back for St. Mary's, the boys and the girls, both trying to win division championships. The girls trying to make it 2 in a row. St. Mary's the #1 seed, playing against Amesbury, the #2 seed. They played each other before. St. Mary's had a big win in the Spartan Classic. To announce the starting lineups. Division III North State Final. The Amesbury Indians will be the visitors. They'll get McKenna Hallinan is #1. 2 is Clara Sullivan. #11 is Avery Hallinan, sister of McKenna. 21 is Allison Napoli. 22, Gabriella Redford. Yursi Quiles, #3, the young freshman. 4 is Olivia Matella. 12 is Nicolette Dietria. 22 is Gabby Torres, coming off that injury. She missed one game, played sparingly in the next game, but she's back. And Maya Bergdorf is the 5th starter. Jeff Newhall, the head guy for St. Mary's. Greg Dawlis. For Amesbury, we'll have the national anthem and we'll get underway. Quite a day here for Lynn fans. There's 6 games here today at the Saugus Center. 3 of them are featuring Lynn teams. St. Mary's girls right now. Right after this, the very next game will be St. Mary's boys in Division III. And then rounding out the night, the last game, Division I, will be Lynn English. St. Mary's got here by being the Catholic Central League rivals, Austin Prep and Fenwick, for the 3rd time. Amesbury beat Watertown and Winthrop to get here. These 2 teams played in the final of the Spartan Classic. St. Mary's won 88-45. And St. Mary's controls the tap, and they got a chance of getting on the board first. Torres for three. Off the rim, no good. Amesbury with a chance to get on the board first. Straight man to man, but they'll double up if they can. They held Amesbury to 45 points the first meeting. Off the rim, no good. Deitria gives it to Queelys. Ahead to Metella. She drives and lays it in. And St. Mary's gets on the board first. Both these teams have won 20. St. Mary's has won 22. Amesbury has won 20. Both teams have lost twice. So both teams having tremendous years. Shot missed. She got loose, couldn't put it in. Bergdorf's going to get called for the charge. Good defense by Avery Hallinan. Almost thrown away by Queelys. Shot no good. Deitria ahead to Bergdorf. Steps around and lays it in. And Amesbury wants a timeout. Greg Dawlis doesn't want St. Mary's to get out quickly. The hard part, you don't want to come in cocky. You want to come in ready to play. You don't want to come in overconfident, and when you play a team during the season and you beat them soundly and it's really a runaway. I mean, the game wasn't really that close because the subs finished up the game late. Amesbury got a couple of points against the subs. The starting teams on the floor, it was up close to 50 points the game. So you don't want to get too cocky coming in saying, well, this is in the bag. We're already at Boston Garden. We're drawing a bye. Because then you can run into trouble because this Amesbury team can play. They've won 20 games. They didn't do that by just showing up. They're a very young team. The Hallinans, I guess, are twins because they're both sophomores. Thrown away by Metella. They try to go deep. It didn't work. Torres on the fly. Gets the pass and lays it in. Metella with the nice defensive play and then with the nice pass, and Torres finishes it off. And quickly it's 6-0. It got blocked, but they got it back. 3-point basket. Clara Sullivan knocks it down. That cuts the lead in half. Queelys, tough pass to make. She tried to pass it through 3 different people. Bergdorf's going to pick up her second foul very early. Queelys went deep, tried to bounce it to Bergdorf, and it got picked off, and then Bergdorf picked up her second foul, and she goes out, and Avellino comes in. So Amesbury can get a little closer. Up and good by Avery Hallinan. Queelys for 3. Off the rim, no good. Avellino tipped it. Amesbury gets it back. Amesbury can get their first lead with a score. Off the rim, no good. Torres got hit. Gets a second, third chance, can't hit it. She looked like she got away with a double dribble coming up court. But Amesbury's got a chance to get the lead back as the foul is committed.
St. Mary's foul number 3,
Queeley's picked up the foul.
Allison after the line, 2 shots.
So all of a sudden it's 7-6 Amesbury. Jump ball, it'll go to Amesbury.
Jump ball. Amesbury possession.
So St. Mary's coming out a little bit sluggish. They started out quick, 6-0. Amesbury has run 7 in a row to get the lead as we just passed the halfway mark. And they got a chance to add to that. Tipped away by Hallinan. Off the rim, no good. Tip. Goes to the floor. Jump ball, it'll be St. Mary's basketball.
St. Mary's possession.
Three team fouls, and they're all on the St. Mary's side. Torres from dead in the corner gets a 3. Get her hands up, screaming for the ball. Knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Metella. Quick shot misses. Queeley's with the rebound. Almost lost it. Metella can't get the 3 off. And they try to go inside. Avellino threw it way high and over her head and out of bounds. I think Torres thought Avellino was going to break to the basket. And they give it back to Amesbury. St. Mary's goes full court pressure. Man to man. 2.5 and counting left in the period. 9-7 St. Mary's. Tipped away by Queeley's. Amesbury gets it back. Steps called against Amesbury.
St. Mary's foul.
Catherine Lafort will be the first sub. Bergdorf is coming back with her 2 fouls. So give it to Dietrich to run the offense up top. Inside to Bergdorf. She gets grabbed. That's a tough assignment. St. Mary's has a height advantage with both Avellino and Bergdorf. Avellino came out to the foul line, dumped it into Bergdorf. She was wide open, but they grabbed her for the foul. Only the first team foul. Inside, they run the play. Amesbury catches up and blocks it. Reach in foul. If they call it on Bergdorf, it's her 3rd. She's got to come out.
St. Mary's foul number 22, Jackie Torres.
They call it on Torres.
Amesbury ball underneath.
Alyssa Grossi in the ball game. 3-point shot is short. Rossi. And we got a foul in the backcourt against Amesbury. Reaching in.
Amesbury foul number 2, for assault.
Dietrich, bring it up. Matella lets it fly. Hits it for 3. So Amesbury ran 7 to take a lead. St. Mary's runs 5. Tough shot. Good pickup defense. Good help defense by St. Mary's. Torres. Gabby Torres off the rim with that 3. Long 3-point shot, didn't hit anything. Dietrich gets shut off. Gets it to Bergdorf. It went around the rim, didn't go in. It popped back out. She's going to get 2 at the line. Almost had a chance for a 3-point play. Nice drive to the basket.
Amesbury foul number 13, Catherine before.
So Amesbury catching up in the team fouls. It's now 4-3 St. Mary's. Bergdorf gets her 3rd point. Off the rim, no good. 13-7, St. Mary's. Off the rim, no good. They got close and missed the layup. Dietrich for 3. Off the rim, no good. We got a holding call against St. Mary's. They tried to lob that pass inside. St. Mary's picked it off, but they held up the player.
St. Mary's foul number 22, Gabby Torres.
Shot clock is off. 13 seconds left in the period. And we're going to get a reach-in foul against St. Mary's. And that'll be the limit. Amesbury for the rest of the half will be shooting free throws. Shot, no good. Tipped up. Rossi. The official down court blew the whistle for something. There wasn't a lot of time run off the clock. That might be what they're discussing. There was 13 seconds left. And now there's 9 seconds left. They go over to the clock operator. I think they're telling them to adjust the clock. Avellino and Quiles come back in. Torres and Grossi go out. They put the clock to 4.5. So St. Mary's has to get a very quick shot off. Jeff Newell is questioning the clock. The official, I guess Jeff accepted the explanation. Greeley's trying to throw it up. She got bumped it, no call at the end. So St. Mary's ran the first 6. Amesbury ran 7 in a row to get a lead at 7-6. St. Mary's goes on a 7-0 run, and that makes it 13-7. At the end of the first period, St. Mary's ahead by 6. Avellino, Ditria, Bergdorf, Metella, Queeley's out there for St. Mary's. So sandwiched around Amesbury's 7-0 run. St. Mary's started with 6, finished with 7, and that's where we are, 13-7 St. Mary's as we start the second 8 minutes. Amesbury has the basketball. Blocked nicely by Bergdorf. They strip it away from Ditria. Tipped away. Winds up with Queeley's all by herself for the layup. It went to the floor, it bounced around. A wild shot off the backboard. Ditria steps inside, gets hit, she'll go to the free throw line.
Amesbury ball number 10, Olivia DeLong. Nicolette Ditria at the line, 2 shots.
So Ditria will get 2 at the line. She gets on the board. 5th scorer for St. Mary's. All 5 starters have scored. Makes them both. That extends that run to 11-0. And gives St. Mary's a double-digit lead. And ending that long run, driving layup by Napoli. Avellino gets fouled. She was turning, she tried to go to the basket, turning, she had her back to the basket, trying to turn to her right. They doubled up on her when she made the pass. They got a piece of her arm. Torres is back in. We got an offensive foul against St. Mary's. I think it's Avellino. They set a couple of screens in that out of bounds play. Going to the floor. Queeley's grabbed it, took it away, but her foot was out of bounds when she grabbed it. They got a fresh 30 seconds. They had 9 seconds on the shot clock, but they put 30 up because Queeley took the ball away and she stepped out of bounds. So Amesbury gets a fresh 30 seconds. Strong drive to the basket by Avery Hallinan. So St. Mary's ran 4, Amesbury has run 4. And the lead is back to 6. 3-point basket by Metella. Her second. Too many steps. Trying to do a little too much one-on-one. Wheelies takes the three. No good. Tipped up. Avery Hallinan with 4 in a row. Avellino goes to the basket. Nice pass from Queeley's. It'll give and go. Avellino set the pick. Queeley's went to the basket and dropped it back to Avellino for the layup. Queeley's picks off the pass. Tough pass to make. Good idea, but it's a tough pass to make. Another very tough shot to take. Both coaches. Dallas wanted a foul. Torres, her shot got blocked. Avellino kept it alive. Torres hit the little short jumper. And the lead is 11. And Amesbury wants the timeout. Dallas was looking for a foul on the drive. Jeff Newhall was looking for a charge. They both came up empty. But St. Mary's has built the lead up to 11.
Their experience and integrity qualified to administer the rules of the game. An attitude, good sportsmanship should be upheld by all spectators, players, and coaches, no matter what their personal feelings.
They finished the period, first period on a 7-0 run. Started 4-0 to make it 11-0 run, getting a lead to 10. Amesbury cut back to that, got it down to 6. And St. Mary's in the second period has outscored Amesbury 11-6. To get their biggest lead of the day at 11. English kicking it, St. Mary's kicking the day off. English will end the day here. 6 games being played, 3 of them will have Lynn flavor. St. Mary's hoping to make their second straight trip to TD Garden, either Monday or Tuesday. St. Mary's player went down. Now they're going to get a foul. And now Nguyen's going to get a technical foul, I think. She got knocked down. She reached out and kicked the Amesbury player. So it's going to wind up, and they're going to take Nguyen out. She went down, got frustrated. She wound up reaching out right in front of the official and kicking the Amesbury player. They already called the foul on her. So Amesbury's going to get 2 at the line, then they'll get 2 with the technical, and then they'll get the basketball. So this could be a 6 or 7 point play for Amesbury. You don't want to do that. Avery Hallinan made them both. She looked over to Coach Dallas and want me to take the next 2. He said, sure, go ahead. You made those 2. This is just costly for St. Mary's. Picture perfect by Avery Hallinan, only a sophomore. And all of a sudden, the lead is down to 7, and Amesbury has the basketball. And they make the 6-point play. She makes all 6 of them. Avery Hallinan. She had 10 points in this period. And that 11-point lead has shrunk to 5. Nice give and go with Torres and Avellino. Allen will be at the line for 2. In and out with the first one. Metella coming back. Deetria going out. In and out again. So Amesbury with a life coming back. And we got a foul against St. Mary's. That'll put Amesbury at the free throw line. McKenna Helen, it went by and they reached in.
St. Mary's foul number 22, Gabby Torres. 0 Sully at the line.
3:31 left in this period. Amesbury will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. They missed the first. Torres goes out. Deetria is back. So Amesbury, see St. Mary's jump out, double-digit lead, but it doesn't last long. They missed both. Metella did a nice job. Amesbury almost got the ball back. Great pass, but Queeley's to Avellino, breaking to the basket. They let her loose and she laid it in. Good look by Queeley's. As I always say, for you young people that played this game, Queeley's made that pass because she looked up. That pass is picked off. She had her head up, looking up court. That's a tough shot. Napoli trying to do an awful lot by herself. Inside to Bergdorf. Missed the layup. They got what they wanted, and she missed the layup. 2.5 and counting in his first half. Pass picked off by Bergdorf. They threw that away. And now Queeley's pass is picked off. Three-point shot, that would have been huge. Bergdorf gives it to Queeley's to bring up. So both teams turning it over. Queeley's for 3. No good. And Deetria's going to get called for going over the back. 2 more free throws. Amesbury can get a lot closer. And they're putting out an excellent free throw shooter. She made 4 in a row. 2, and then the 2 technicals. And it's Avery Holland back at the line. Picture perfect. She's got 11 points in this period. She's keeping Amesbury in it. All of a sudden, the lead is 5. Amesbury led once, 7-6. But they've been hanging around. Queeley's a tough shot. Try to go through a whole lot of traffic, and Amesbury can get a lot closer. Napoli spinning, taken away by Deetria. Missed the shot. Avellino with the follow-away, can't get it to go. And we got a foul on Amesbury battling Avellino. Boy, Dietrich missed the open layup. Avellino missed the follow. Avellino's at the line. 43 seconds left. Grossi's getting set to come in for Avellino. Both teams are in the bonus. This is 1-1. Avellino was not shooting.
Correction, Amesbury foul on number 13. Catherine Ford. Denise Avellino on the line. 1-1.
No good. Missed another free throw. 40 seconds and counting. Amesbury can get a lot closer. No good. Grossi with the rebound. Queelys will bring it up. St. Mary's can almost run the clock out. Martella trying to get loose for the three. Blocked. Knocked out by Amesbury. Grossi kept it alive. 10 seconds left in the half. Amesbury giving St. Mary's all they can handle. Martella, they got to get it up. Queely shot, no good. Out of bounds. So Amesbury's going to have a little momentum. They're going to feel pretty good about themselves going in the locker room. I don't think anybody. Martella stepped in front and knocked it off Amesbury. St. Mary's can get a very quick shot here. Nice play by Martella. 0.9 seconds. They're going to virtually have to catch and shoot. At the buzzer, no good. But I don't think even Amesbury fans, I don't think, would be this close after they beat them by almost 50 early in the year. Amesbury is staying alive. They're only down 5. St. Mary's 26, Amesbury 21 at halftime. We're underway in the second half. St. Mary's has the basketball, but they only have a 5-point lead. Martella kicks it back out, got stuck in traffic. Dietrich with a wild shot, but she picked up a foul. Tough shot to try and make, but she's going to get 2 at the line. St. Mary's, from the end of the first period to the beginning of the second period, went on an 11-0 run after Amesbury had a 7-6 lead. They built up a 10-point lead. They went on to outscore Amesbury 11-6 to build it up to 11 points. And Amesbury answered back, particularly with Avery Hallinan. 12 points in the second period. Boy, another really tough shot. Trying to go coast to coast. That's Napoli again. Very difficult shot, but she got fouled and she'll be at the line. Hallinan had 12 points in the second period. Amesbury only had 14. Two free throws by Napoli. Gets it back to a 5-point game. Dietrich, Martella, Torres, Bergdorf, Avellino out there. Offensive foul against Avellino. They want that little pick and roll. Amesbury played it well. Martella had 8. Torres had 7 to lead St. Mary's. And of that 21, Hallinan had 14. As I said, she got 12 of the 14 in the second period. As the ball goes to the floor. Bodies go to the floor. It went out. They're calling it off St. Mary's. Metella stole it away, and somehow she got it to Bergdorf. I don't know how. Metella on the drive gets fouled. I don't know how Metella got that pass to Bergdorf. She took it away and just threw it high in the air and somehow got it to Bergdorf. Now she's at the line for 2. She's been a huge part of the success of this St. Mary's team the last 2 years. She gets the bounce. Looked like she missed it. High in the air. Fell through. She made the big shot of the year last year at TD Garden that beat Archbishop Williams and got St. Mary's to the state final. And they're looking to get there again this year. Shot, no good. Amesbury missed a lot of those easy shots. Great pass by Deitria to Avellino for the layup. And the lead is up to 9. And again, Napoli. She's working very hard. But she's doing a little too much one-on-one. She's taking some incredible shots. She's getting a break, getting the foul and going to the foul line, but she's has taken some tough shots. She missed them both. Metella takes the 3. Off the rim, no good. Went to the floor, but Amesbury comes up with it. Hallinan pushing it up. She got stuck. Jeff Newell's looking for a 5-second call. Napoli again. Another tough shot way outside the arc for 3. Hallinan had the shot blocked out of bounds. I'm not sure how they put 30 seconds back on the clock. There shouldn't be 30 seconds on the clock. I don't know how that works. St. Mary's, they didn't take a shot. The shot got blocked. They squeeze it off and they pick up a foul on Queeley's. So their outstanding free throw shooter, 6 for 6. Avery Hallinan back at the line again. Boy, she's deadly. She made that 6-point play. She got fouled, made the 2 technicals, and then made the basket. And that was huge. And she makes 2 more. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Avellino was going out to set a pick. Torres thought she was going to the basket, and the pass got thrown away. 3-point shot from the corner. Redford with the 3. And the lead is down to 4. They go inside to Bergdorf, the foul before the shot.
Amesbury ball on number 1, and Hallinan, St. Mary's ball on B.
Dietrich got hit going to the basket. It took a while. He almost took too long to get that ball in play. Dietrich will be at the line for 2. Both teams have committed 14 fouls. Dietrich makes another free throw. Matella is back. Queelys goes out. Dietrich is perfect. She's got 6 for 6 from the line. They lost it out of bounds. They doubled up. And they turned it over. It's all looking to give it to somebody. Winds up losing it. Again, a wild shot, but they pick up the foul on Dietrich. And the marksman is back at the free throw line. She just keeps throwing them down. Perfect again. 10 for 10 from the free throw line. And the lead is back to 4. St. Mary's not hitting those big three-point baskets they've been used to getting. Torres and Matella, they're covering them very closely and shutting them down from outside. Shot no good. Amesbury with the basketball. Jump ball, Torres tied up Hallinan. Amesbury gets the basketball. They're only down 4. Happily with it. No good. Matella with the rebound. Didn't miss by much, that shot. Torres can't hit the shot. Amesbury coming back. Off the rim, no good. Matella, they were looking to give it to Torres, a tip to Matella for the easy layup. St. Mary's got a break there. And with 3:18 left in this third period, St. Mary's clinging to a 6-point lead. They can't put Amesbury away. Greg Dawes has to be extremely happy about the effort his kid's putting in. Everybody automatically wrote Amesbury off, saying before the game even started, they had a great year, they had a great trip to the division final, patting them on the back, thinking it was over. Almost everybody except the Amesbury coaching staff and players, because they're here to play. And they're giving St. Mary's all they can handle. They've taken away that outside shot. Metella and Torres hit a lot of threes that opens up the inside. And Amesbury has come out and played them tough and not let them get those shots off. And they're not used to driving to the basket, those outside shooters. Lot of basketball left. St. Mary's by 6. Blocked and knocked out by Metella. Boy, she does it at both ends of the floor. Grossi's coming in. Avellino's going out. Napoli, fall away. She hit the tough shot that time. Yeah, the lead is back to 4. Metella missed the layup. Amesbury can get a lot closer. They kick it out. A wild shot. Underhand hook. They try to bounce it to Metella. Nice defense by Amesbury. They had 2-on-1. Amesbury knocked it out. A wild shot under the basket. Amesbury has 11 points in the period, 6 of them from the free throw line. Grossi outside. Torres couldn't get the shot off. Back to Grossi. Lays it in. That little give and go worked. And the lead is back to 6. 2 minutes and counting left in this period. Five-second call against Napoli. She was just standing outside, dribbling. Wait, look at it. Maybe go to the basket, get a shot. And they turn it over. Off the rim, no good. Ball goes to the floor. Jump ball, it'll be St. Mary's basketball. Metella, Bergdorf, falling on it. Bergdorf gets loose for the layup. He gets a little more breathing room at 8 points. Napoli almost turned it over. Deitria got a foot on it and knocked it out. Sullivan and Avery Hallinan are back in. Napoli too far under the basket. Blocked by Bergdorf and taken away. Grossi missed a shot. Bergdorf followed, no good. Napoli was on the floor. She was all by herself down court. She took 2 of those, again, very tough shots. Another tough shot. Torres can't hit it. Amesbury, it was air ball. Amesbury got a hand on it and knocked it out. Amesbury thought St. Mary's knocked it out. They throw it deep. Metella tracks it down. St. Mary's got a break there. They just threw it in. There was nobody there. Reach in foul against Napoli. Both teams have one foul to waste before foul shooting. Shot clock is off. St. Mary's, if they choose, can take the last shot. Pass. Napoli picked it off. Missed the shot. What a break for St. Mary's. Wide open and missed it. St. Mary's takes a timeout. Napoli all by herself. Nobody anywhere near her. And she flat out missed it. Looming in the distance, if you're a St. Mary's fan, playing on the other side, that could be a game at the Garden for the Eastern Mass Championship, is Archbishop Williams playing in another division final. St. Mary's beat them twice this year. They beat them 3 times in a row, counting the Garden last year. But Williams is an arch enemy and have a very good record against the Spartans. They could be waiting in the wings if St. Mary's can hold on here. They've held Amesbury to 11 points, 6 of them from the free throw line. 4 of them again from Avery Hallinan. 18 of the 32 points scored by Avery Hallinan. 10 of them from the free throw line. 17 seconds left in this third period. I'm assuming they lost it out of bounds. They threw it to Metella, and it just went off her hands out of bounds. So now Amesbury can take the last shot. Shot clock, game clock winding down. Napoli with the basketball. Bergdorf knocked it away. They stepped out of bounds. The period ends. Amesbury was not in any kind of a hurry to get that ball down court and get a shot. So it was 5 points at halftime. St. Mary's adds a couple. It's an 8-point lead. It's St. Mary's 40, Amesbury 32 with 1 period left. We'll start what could be the final 8 minutes, barring overtime. St. Mary's holding on to an 8-point lead, trying to put Amesbury away, and they haven't been able to do it. Torres, Metella, Bergdorf, Grossi, Ditria. Off the rim, no good with the shot. Amesbury's got a lot of pretty good shots, makeable shots that they haven't made. Fairly easy shots. And that's a big break for St. Mary's. Great pass from Ditria to Grossi. She drew the defense and dropped it off, and it's a 10-point lead. Napoli with another tough shot. Got her own rebound, missed it again. Got a rebound and missed it again. She's taking some tough shots. Metella couldn't hit the 3. Long 3-point shot. Metella's out front. Brings it home. St. Mary's has their biggest lead of the day at 12. And Amesbury wants a timeout. They finally got a couple of fast break baskets, but Amesbury has helped them out, missing some easy shots. One, a wide open breakaway that they missed, and then another one missed a layup, got two more chances and missed both of them, missing all three shots. To Bergdorf. Matella started it. Bergdorf finished it. Napoli got fouled again. She was trying to take a really tough shot. Had to pass it off. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Up and in on the out of bounds play by Avery Hallinan. She's got 20 of the 34. Off the rim, no good. Well, they're going to call a block. Another tough shot by Napoli. Had no chance of making it, but could very easily have been called a charge. Bounced it in. In and out. The lead is 11. And they throw it away. Dietrich tried to go cross court to Metella, threw it over her head. Napoli again. And they're reaching at a piece of her arm. Napoli trying to win this game by herself. She's got 9 points, but she's taken some really tough shots.
St. Mary's ball on number 12. They went to Demetria. Allison Napoli.
I think Dietrich just fouled out.
1-1.
Queeley's is back in. Napoli will get the bonus if she makes the first one. Sixteen of their 36 points have come from the free throw line. And the lead is 9. They turned it over, but Queeley's gets it back. Bergdorf for 3. Knocks it down. And the lead is back to 12, and we got a timeout. Amesbury's been fighting hard all day. They've got the lead back. They got it down to 4 in the second half. It was 11 in the first half. They got it down to 5 at the end of the half. St. Mary's got it back up to double digits. They cut it down to 8 at the end of 3. St. Mary's got it up to 12 They answered back. But now a big three-point basket. That might be the first one I've seen. 3 by Bergdorf. (49-37). The winner goes to TD Garden to take on the winner of the South. The winner today will be the Division III North champion. On to the Garden, looking to be the Eastern Mass champion with a win, getting a berth in the state championship. So these two teams, both of them, are 2 steps away from a state championship game. Napoli with the basketball. Lost it off her foot. Steps called again. Little too much one-on-one. Five minutes and counting. Wheelies takes a 3 off the rim, no good. Block. Bergdorf just swatted it away. You don't want to put Helen in at the free throw line. She's got 18 points, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. They missed a shot, they get it back. Second effort gets it in. And that's Avery Hallinan. The lead is 10. They try to go back door. Napoli knocked it away. Amesbury hanging around. Metella with another rebound. She's got a few. Metella thought about it, didn't take it. Halfway through and counting this fourth period. Shot clock winding down. And we got a foul against Napoli. So that is a non-shooting foul, and it will be both teams shooting free throws. The last 3:51. St. Mary's got a break there because the clock was winding down. Into Grossi, knocks it down. Picked off by Grossi. Her pass deflected. St. Mary's called a timeout. I said the last game, Alyssa Grossi, pretty good softball player too. You don't read about her. Just get a name in the paper. She's not the leading scorer, not the leading rebounder. But she goes in, does her job, gets a few points, plays good defense, gets a couple of rebounds, gives people a rest, comes in for the big people, Avellino and Bergdorf, and just does a very nice job. All of a sudden look and say, hey, that's Grossi getting that basket or that steal or that rebound. She doesn't have the big reputation some of the players have, but she's a vital part of this team. She does a very nice job. 3:31 left. St. Mary's by 12, and they have the basketball. Queeley's lost it, has to track it down. Almost lost it again. Napoli almost took it away. They're calling a kick off Queeley's. Jeff Newhall pleading his case. But, as usual, the officials prevail. Napoli with the basketball. Stuck in the corner, they get wide open, and they missed the layup, but they get fouled. From one side, threw it clear over the basket to the other side. But McKenna Hallinan, I don't know if she shoots free throws like her sister. They're twins, but she's got 2 at the line. And the Hallinans are perfect from the free throw line. She makes her first. Her sister is 10 for 10. Missed that one. So that breaks the family streak of 11 in a row. St. Mary's by 11. Amesbury looking to go full court pressure. Wheelies gets to the head to Bergdorf. Grossi. Wheelies took steps. Quick 3, no good. Wheelies comes away with it. Ahead. Torres double clutches. It doesn't go. She gets fouled. Gabby Torres had 7 points in the first half, 5 in the first period. Looking for her first point since then. In and out. Stolen away. Bergdorf missed it. Torres squeezed it off. Grossi squeezed it off. And it gets knocked out by St. Mary's. P.J. Parent coming in. Queeley's going out. Almost lost it. Inside, Hallinan took steps. She spun one way, stepped the other way, trying to make the pass. Torres walks it up. Torres with a 3. And it's a 15-point lead. Off the rim, no good. Off Amesbury. Two minutes and counting as Torres brings it up. Metella strong to the basket, missed the shot. Avellino with the follow. And all of a sudden, it's a 17-point game. Napoli again trying to take control. Wild shot ahead to Bergdorf. Torres has to pull it out. She was going out of bounds. Got picked off. St. Mary's is going to survive this. Shot hangs and goes for McKenna Hallinan. Looking for a three-point play. Conventional three. So St. Mary's is going to pick up a win. I thought the ball went in the basket. They were giving a 2 at the line. That kind of threw me off. The ball went in. She got a three-point play. St. Mary's is going to survive. Amesbury, it's going to be a tough bus ride home. They gave it everything they had. Way over the top. Bergdorf, easy pickings. Under a minute left. Another wild shot over the head. They're playing against a pretty experienced St. Mary's team. Amesbury are very young, inexperienced. Here's with the weave. Matella missed a shot. Avellino with the follow, couldn't hit it. St. Mary's fans realize it's over. Napoli again, they let her go. St. Mary's will move on. It wasn't easy. Amesbury came to play. And Jeff Newhall can breathe a sigh of relief as St. Mary's sneaks by Amesbury, 59-44. Not an easy win. St. Mary's had a few runs. They got double digits quite a few times. Amesbury cut it to 8, cut it to 5 at halftime, cut it to 8 at the end of 3. St. Mary's went on a 15-8 run to get the lead to 17. And then Napoli hit that last basket to make it a 15-point game. Amesbury has to walk out with the heads up. They had a great year. They went to the division final. Nobody gave them a chance coming into this game after being wiped out by St. Mary's in the Classic by over 40 points. But they came with a game plan. They kept Matella and Torres from hitting those big three-point baskets, and they kept themselves in the game. Amesbury only led one. St. Mary's opened up 6-0. Amesbury ran 7 to make it 7-6. St. Mary's ran 7, made it 11 in a row, starting the second period to get it to double digits. They led the rest of the way. Amesbury got as close as 4. St. Mary's answered back, getting it to 8 at the end of 3, and then that 15-8 run got it up to 17, and just not enough time for Amesbury. They'll make the presentations of the trophies at midcourt, the runner-up trophy to Amesbury. Coach Dollison, captains, will accept the runner-up trophy. And the championship hardware, once again, St. Mary's will bring another championship trophy home. This team has done it this year. They won the Boverini, they won the Spartan Classic, they won a tournament down in Florida, they won a tournament down the Cape. Matella and Torres and Avellino, the captains, out to accept the championship trophy. They'll have pictures taken at midcourt with the different newspapers and photographers as Avellino Torres and Metella pose for the cameras. For Amesbury, Napoli had 13 points. Avery Allen had kept them in it, especially in the first half. She wound up with 22, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. She got that 6-point play where she got the basket, got fouled, made the two technical fouls, and that got them back in the game in that second period when they're only down 5. For St. Mary's, Avellino played very well. She got 8. Grossi did a terrific job off the bench with rebounding defense. She got 6. Dietrich got 6. Queeley's got 2. Bergdorf got 12. Torres got 11. And Metella led the way with 14, and she got a bunch of rebounds as well. So a good team effort. They got surprised by a very good Amesbury team that hung in, didn't let St. Mary's get away like they did in the Classic. But in the end, the tail end of this fourth period, St. Mary's came alive, especially Bergdorf getting 7 in the period, and they pulled away, getting it up to 17, winning by 15. St. Mary's will go to 23-2. Amesbury, an outstanding season, will go to 20-3. 2 of their 3 losses are to the St. Mary's Spartans. So on to the TD Garden for the second year in a row. It could be 2 years in a row against Archbishop Williams there, but St. Mary's has a chance once again to be Eastern Mass champions. They're Division III North champions as they win it today, 59-44. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.